Jackson Podcast.
What's popping with y'all today, man? I keep talking about these topics, these lustful topics, because I think it could help somebody. I think if a young brother listen to my channel and check out the most recent shows that I've been doing about Shannon Sharp, Diddy, Jay-Z, The Game, this could possibly help a young brother, focus on himself, focus on his finances, and not lose it all based upon lust. Because this is starting to become sad. So the game has to pay off a $7 million debt for SA, something that he did 10 years ago. And this post that we're gonna read is according to allhiphop.com. So exclusive. Game loses his Calabasas house in California. So the judge orders him to sell that to pay off a $7 million debt to Priscilla Rainey. Let's get into the reading and see what they had to say. Game has officially lost his multi-million-dollar Calabasas estate after a judge approved its sale to help cover the $7.13 million judgment awarded to Priscilla Rainey. Rainey sued the rapper in 2015 over alleged SA during the filming of his VH1 reality show She Got Game. The Game denied the allegations but failed to appear in court in 2016 trial, leading to a default judgment. I was about to say a defamation judgment. I'm so caught up in these words and these laws and rules and regulations that it's starting to get crazy to me. So the jury awarded her 1.13 million in compensatory damages for the alleged assault and $6 million in punitive damages after he was accused of mocking the court by blowing off the trial entirely. Wow. So he just didn't show up and didn't care or whatever. And they just said, all right, we're going to get you. We're going to, 1.13 in compensatory damages and for the assault, for the charge, and then 6 million in punitive damages for not even wanting to show up, for dismissing us. This is the show. I ain't going to play it because I don't want to get no copyright strikes or whatever, but they put the trailer to the show in here. I guess they wanted to show the young lady that was a part of the show or something. They wanted to put an imagery up of her, but I'm not doing that. So the Los Angeles County Superior Court granted Rainey request to sell the property on May 2nd, 2025. So this happened in Chicago. So how did Los Angeles get involved? After years of legal wrangling and failed attempts by Game to avoid payment, the rapper argued that the house was protected under California's homestead exemption, ruling that the property is legally owned by JTT Holdings LLC and not by Game himself. So, you know, that's limited liability. But I can guarantee you that the Game name is attached to that LLC. I can guarantee it. You can try to hide things in LLCs and in companies and everything, but whose name is attached to it? Who created that LLC? And I guarantee it was the Game. And they said, you got to get his home up, big dog. According to the ruling, Game may have an equity interest in JTT Holdings. See? But that doesn't confer upon him an interest in the property. Rainey also successfully argued that JTT Holdings LLC was just a shell company created by the Game and his manager, Whack 100, to keep the residents out of his name and out of her reach. Rainey has aggressively pursued collection efforts of her $7 million judgment. She has seized his music royalties. Oh my God. He can't even make money off his music. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. She wants that $7 million. I hope the Game has other assets, other incomes coming in because this is sick, to be honest with you. And she's getting money off of his music. And, the way the music industry was structured back in the days, he was signed to Aftermath, G Unit, all types of people was getting a piece of that money. He had production from Dre, so he wasn't getting nothing but writers' money, man. And then it might have been two or three writers on the song, so he was getting a small portion and a percentage of the money. And people ain't buying physical copies no more. People only listening to music through digital apps. They ain't purchasing it. So by them paying a percentage of a penny per stream, that percentage of a penny got to get split up by seven, eight different people. So it's just different, man. She seized his music royalties and targeted other assets tied to the game's business and intellectual property. So they done put the dang on paperwork on the screen. According to Zillow, the property is currently valued at approximately $4,037,500. If it sells at that price, the game would still owe Rainey nearly $3 million. Sell your home and still owe $3 million just because you was too tough to show up in court. It's interesting, big dog. It's interesting. That's all I gotta say. I just he wasn't even married to her. People be mad and confused dealing with people that they married to. This is just a random girl that was on his show. She may have targeted him while she was on the show, but he didn't have to, take the L and take the bait. Hey, y'all got to get y'all horny in control, man. For real. Y'all see these celebrities or whatever. Most of these guys are the type of guys I feel like I could be wrong, and this is an assumption right now. They didn't have no girls when they was, they girls weren't attracted to them when they was younger. And then they got a piece of bread and started acting a fool, man. And lost everything. That's just my perception of it. You know, get control of your horny and focus on yourself, man. Real talk. I'm gonna play this clip. I was listening to DJ Academics last night. You know, he has been calling White 100 a lot lately to explain things and talk about things that's going on in the law world and what's going on in the West Coast. Because the West Coast always talking about crimes and gang culture and all that old type of stuff. So Act was hesitant to ask him this question because this has been in the news trending lately about the $7 million judgment with the game and him losing his home. So he asked him this question, and I'm gonna play the clip so y'all can hear it.
And if I'm putting you on the spot, I'm giving you all permission. Just hang up. Just click.
Spot about what?
The game story.
What game story?
They're saying the game is losing his house to Shorty.
I don't know nothing about that. I call my finance dude.
Okay.
It's been a situation for like 10 years.
Yeah, they started reporting and they're like,
what happens is, I believe the attorney or something over there, he be paying the blogs and shit. He got some type of vendetta against game, bro. The attorney be. I guess he believes the girl,
But how could they sell it? So, from my understanding, the house isn't in the game, aka Jason Taylor's name. I get he owes a debt, but how could they force the sale of a house if it's not in his name? How does that work?
I mean, just because something's not in your name don't mean it's not tied to your name. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh. But that gets messy.
This is one of those situations that game this court. That's the bad part about it. It ain't like it was like a back and forth, and we seen all the facts and
wait.
leaned on.
Not to cut you off, even though I am, because we saw the Soulja Boy thing, and Soulja Boy lost, and supposedly owes $4 million. Soulja Boy apparently went to court, and he showed up every day. They talked about his demeanor. What happened? So the game never went to court?
No, court date in Chicago. So I want to say the day, maybe the day before, day or two before, he had something was going on his dental issues, so he went in, right? So when he went into the dentist, they had to do like a emergency procedure. It was something, whatever it was. So, when you go to do certain procedures, they ask you, do you plan on flying or whatever? He said, yeah, I got to fly to Chicago and the next day. The dentist told him, based on whatever he gave him or used, he advised him not to fly, right? So I took that information and forwarded it to the attorney. The attorney still flies up to Chicago. And when he gets up there, he presents the document to the judge. For some reason, bro, the judge wasn't having it. To a point, the judge during court called the fucking dentist.
Really?
Thinking maybe it's fake. You should be able to go find this shit in the minutes, bro. It's in Chicago, right? Calls the dentist. The dentist tells him he advised him not to fly because of the altitude, some shit, I don't know, right? Bro, the judge and the dentist end up doing a back and forth. The judge flexing, telling him, well, I'm a judge and I said, and the dentist is saying, shit, I trump you. You know what I'm saying? So he did have a procedure done. I forgot what it was. He has his paperwork. This is how the judge was able to call the dentist. And based upon the judge went in with the as a no-show. And when he put him as a no-show, it activated the judgment. The crazy part about it, the original filing was for $1 million, $2 million.
Yeah.
Right? But for whatever reason, because the judge was feeling the way he was feeling, he bumped that shit up to $5 million, $7 million, some crazy shit.
You know, in America, man, nothing is fair. I want people to remember that also. Nothing is fair. In the Bible, it says, obey the laws of the land. A lot of people don't believe that and don't want to do that because they see other people not doing it. But it's your responsibility to do it. Even if the people who is running the law system is crooked. My opinion, man, the game should have, I don't know what he should have done, but if he could have hold that dentist thing off and went to court, because I'm not missing no court days, man. This whole situation wasn't worth $7 million, and it might just be a game plan, and the judge might be in on the finances. But it seems like he was just being disobedient to me. Hey, I appreciate y'all tuning in to my podcast, man. Hit the like, subscribe, share the show. Let's further the discussion in the comment section. Thank y'all, man. Peace, love, plenty of abundance. Make sure you go get you some money, and I'm gone.
The Trevor Jackson Podcast.